Simple rules of differentiation, example 2. So we want to differentiate f of x is 4x, take away 7 over x. Now we only know how to differentiate things of the form ax to the n. So we need to use our knowledge of indices here. The 4x is fine, we can deal with that. Remember, that's 4x to the power 1. 7 over x we can write as 7x to the negative 1. Now we're in a position to differentiate. Notice that I write f of x is equal to for the first two lines. We haven't differentiated here. This is still f of x, just rewritten using our law of indices. Now that we're differentiating, it becomes f dashed. As discussed in the previous example, 4x is just going to become 4, because effectively it becomes 4x to the 0. Here the negative 1 is going to come down and multiply. If it multiplies negative 7, we're going to get plus 7. And then we reduce the power by 1. Taking 1 off of this power gives us negative 2. And then we should rewrite that as 7 over x squared. If the question's given in this form, we should write it back in the same sort of form. Now with this second example, what we need to do is split the fraction. We can write it as x squared over x squared, take away 2x over x squared, plus 3 over x squared. Just think about when you're adding and subtracting fractions, you can put them together when you have the same denominators. So I can take them apart by reversing the process. Now that's going to be 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. If we cancel x's here, we'll get 2 over x. And here we've got 3 over x squared. So we can write that as 1 take away 2x to the negative 1 plus 3x to the negative 2. And just consider at this stage that I haven't differentiated yet. So this is all just rewriting f of x. Now I'm just going to make a little bit of space down here to get this solution in. So now I'm in a position to differentiate. So this is going to become 0. Remember, any constant will just differentiate to 0. The negative 1 comes down and multiplies the negative 2, so that gives me 2, and reduce the power by 1, so that's negative 2. The negative 2 comes down and multiplies the positive 3, so that's take away 6. Then we'll have x to the negative 3. So we could write that as 2 over x squared, take away 6 over x cubed.